Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, Brother Alan Hensley,
Scott Holmes.
and today is going to be a different video. Today I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Holmes. So, Mr. Holmes, you recently uploaded a video that I as well uploaded after you sent it to me about a cobleskill police officer. I think it said the officer's name was Whitaker on his badge. Well, on his uniform. Could you please walk me through the events that led up to the video, please?
Alright, I'm walking down the street minding my own business coming from uh, West Main Street, and I'm on my way to my friend's house and see the cop go by, and I did my usual personal thing I say to the cops, and suddenly he pulled in the driveway up there, and I turned around and I looked, and I turned around to walk away, and he called my name, and he came up, and I asked him, what the hell do you want? Because I didn't do anything, I didn't commit any crimes. Started getting on my case about swearing in public and giving motorists and other people obscene gestures with my hand. And I told them if they didn't do something about safety on the crosswalks, I'm going to continue to voice my opinion in the only legal way that I have, which is my First Amendment rights to be able to say pretty much anything I want, because it is on a public street, and I do know my rights, and I do know, and I take responsibility for what I say and what I do, because that's my safety and everybody else's safety on that particular crosswalk by Chieftains. And he proceeded to tell me that I have to stop, which means he's trying to violate my rights with the thought police, and that I can't do that. Well, yes, I can, because it's my First Amendment right, and I should have gave him the finger right in his face, say, oh, and my First Amendment right lets me to give this to you, you fucking pigs. You hear me? Fucking pigs.
Mr.
All
Holmes,
of you.
Mr. Holmes, please come down and...
So that's it. That's what happened, and I got harassed by the cops because, unfortunately, there are other people. I have other enemies and people who own businesses that don't like me, because I'm not gonna bend over and kiss their ass about letting them get away with criminal activity, and just let the cops and all these other idiots run around here violating my rights and my friends' rights and my family's rights.
Scott, the one thing that I saw in the video that I think you should have done was asked him if you were being detained, and then asked him if he thought that you were about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime, or were committing a crime, and what crime that was. Because if he says that you're not being detained, then you don't have to talk to him. You could have just kept on going. And there's nothing. And if he said that you were being detained, well, they have to have a reasonable suspicion that you are committing a crime. Cussing at someone for blowing through the crosswalk while you are in it is not a crime in New York State. Even though New York State is ruled by a Democrat governor, and they would like to make everything a crime against, the word conservatives such as yourself and me get locked up, the First Amendment right is something they have not been able to take away yet, as well as the Fourth, and they're trying to take away the Second, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. It's next time I will. It didn't pop into my head because it's like.
The heat of the moment, yeah.
Yeah, the heat of the moment, and I didn't expect at that time to be harassed by the cops.
But
during the day, and I'm walking down the sidewalk doing nothing except thinking to myself of stuff and seeing a cop, and well, I have PTSD, police traumatic stress disorder, because starting to get hassled by the cops because of political stuff and a lot of other things. That's another story, but
basically it's the fact that you're my friend and I make a lot of videos exposing the police and what they do wrong.
It's not only that, is
Your
I
brother,
have other people that have been or are in positions of power that have, like, being cops and
like your brother and
being a mayor, like the ex-mayor, like my aunt, and they get a little power and they think they can boss everybody around. And if I don't agree with what they want or do what they want to harass me and various means of legal and illegal harassment.
Right. Well,
next time I'm gonna put that at the top. But this time I did remember
to video
when I engaged the cops to automatically video, because when he was engaging me, he was fooling around with his little camera cam on his bulletproof vest.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was on.
To get me on tape. I don't care. I didn't do anything wrong.
It didn't seem like it was on, because had it been on, there would have been a little light. And I
think he turned it off.
He did. He must have.
He turned it off.
That's why he kept his hand inside the uniform.
And then he finally put it down by
his side, yeah.
Because he thought he was... I don't know what he thought he was going to be doing, but...
And he thought that he'd be able to intimidate.
Too bad, coppers.
And he found
you can't intimidate me.
You can't intimidate someone who's standing the ground and knows it.
Because most of you are immigrants to my town. This is my town. I've lived here longer than a lot of you fools that live here now. I remember when there was only one stoplight, and still pasture with dairy heifers in the middle of town. So, well, don't try to intimidate me. And, well, you just made you're a new superstar on YouTube. Congrats. I hope your friends like it. And the Puppet Masters. Bah!
Well, Mr. Holmes, I want to say thank you for sharing your video with me and for sharing the story of what was going on before the video and what led up to it. And I wish you a nice day and everything, and we'll talk later.
All right, later.